Hi guys, Frank here. It is Saturday, December the 8th. I thought I would stop by, say hello, and sort of do a little week one recap. We've just completed our first week of our live soft launch here in Crypto Pros. A few things have popped up, but that's one of the reasons why we brought in founding members so that we had a good core group to start with that could kind of help us test. There's only so many things we can find in the test environment. Once you get into a live production environment, some of the little things kind of pop up that you weren't able to catch there that you really didn't see until the script, begins working in more of an automated way. And a few things we found. So we had to shut the iPad creation down a couple of times and pause it while we worked in the system. And then when we turned that back on, it sort of caught everything up. So I know some of you noticed that have been with us since day one. Because I got a lot of support tickets telling me that they'd purchased and they weren't there, and so I explained why in those support tickets. So, but anyhow, just thought I would stop by, kind of go through the back office, talk about some things that's happened, some things we're doing. Just say hello. Hope you're having a great weekend. My wife and I are Christmas shopping. We live in the North Texas area, and we're from Arkansas. And we usually spend Thanksgiving here in Texas. Family comes here. We have no family that lives here in town except our daughter that still lives with us and goes to college. And we go to Arkansas and visit son, grandson, parents, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, all that. And so we sort of split the Christmas shopping duties up. My wife kind of goes out and does the Christmas shopping for people we purchase for here. All the stuff we buy for family, we order and have it shipped to Arkansas. That's my job. So I think I get the easy job. I sat behind the computer and been ordering gifts and stuff today and having them shipped to my in-laws' house so that we don't have to carry everything in the car while she's out going through the malls and purchasing for people we buy for here in Texas. So I got the good end of the deal. So I've done my part. So now I've got time to come here and talk to you today. So a little bit about what's going on. I'm logged into the back office right here, and I've got no agenda, so we'll just kind of go through things, and as I think of them, I will kind of cover them here with you. So when you come in the back office, you want to get over to our Facebook group and get your team in our Facebook group. This link right here in your back office will get people there. We'll go over to the group. This is the group right here. And you see we've got 326, so we have roughly about a fourth of our members in the group, a little more than a third of our paid members in the group. So we'll work on that, get them in there, and we'll help with that. Another thing that we started this week, and this is you'll like this. I've got a lot of really good feedback. So I can email the members from the back office of Crypto Pros. I can email free members. I can email paid members. But we wanted, as much things automated as possible. So two things. I'll occasionally send out an update email to all members, and that typically I'll do all members, free and paid. But one of the things that we started is we, every time a member logs into their back office, well, every time, the first time a member logs into their back office, we put them on a mailing list. And we have a 14-day drip series that we've started, and many of you got about 5, 6, 7, 8 or of those emails in the first day because they caught up. But we have a 14-day drip series that kind of coincides with that first 14 days, which is an important time because after 14 days, a member becomes eligible for the PIF list. And we'll talk about the PIF list a little bit later. A lot of people are really excited about that, and I am too. I want to see it work. It was something that I had added to the script and tested perfectly. So hopefully what I saw in testing kind of comes over into the live production site. And we see the same thing here in the live environment. Because unfortunately, once we went live, we don't see it for 14 days because 14 days is the trigger when the free active members become populated onto the list. So we have a 14-day series that goes out, and it's kind of twofold because it's going to not only paid members, but free members that have logged into their back office, because like I said, they're placed on the list when they log in their back office. If a member registers and never logs in, then we do not put them on that list. We're only working with the people that have taken the time to log in their back office. So we wrote that series sort of educational and also kind of encourage your members that are not yet paid to purchase an ad pack and stay tagged to you, because after 14 days, they go on the PIF list. And if someone decides to PIF them from that list, then they become their direct referral. They'll be moving out of your back office into their downline list as their direct referral. So that's something that's kind of unique to our system. It's a simple little $2 purchase. Most of the people are going to make that purchase, or their sponsor will PIF them if they want to keep them there. So anyhow, we'll talk about that in a moment. But want to get you on this Facebook group, and we have links to that in those emails that go out. And once we get past that 14 days, we may come back and add some new emails to that and just kind of keep communication going with your referrals and trying to get people to upgrade and get them active in the system. So finance tab. So right here, we had a video that talked about the purchase, the cash, and the repurchase wallet. I've had quite a few people that have kind of, one of the things that I wanted to do was automate as much as we could. Very few of the programs, most of the way they work, you have to add money to your purchase wallet, and then you have to come back in and make the purchase. And you can do that here. You can add money to your purchase wallet and then go up and purchase, from your purchase wallet. But we wanted to make things as simple as possible. So if you are purchasing ad packs for the first time, or you're talking to your downline, have them purchase from here and use coin payments, and choose the pack, whatever pack. So they want the 62 pack, and purchase from here. And as soon as their payment clears and it is messaged over to through the API to CryptoPros, it will automatically purchase the 31 ad packs. So what I've seen, and I've actually noticed that, and I've seen a lot of people come in, and you can tell they're meaning to buy a package because they're depositing, maybe a 6, a 14, a 30, a 62. Even had one guy deposit $126 into the purchase wallet, and I think they thought that because they were probably told by their sponsor that it's automated, they didn't come back in and make the purchase. So I've seen that a few times, and I've gone and messaged them and said, hey, did you intend to purchase? Yes. Well, you need to go, you didn't use the coin payments option from the purchase link. You used the coin payments from the purchase wallet. So you have to go back in and manually purchase now with those funds that are sitting in your purchase wallet. So teach your downline when they buy their ad packs, if they don't have money in the purchase wallet and they're going to use coin payments, use coin payments from this link, from the purchase ad pack link, and the ad pack creation, the matrix creation will all be automated. The repurchase wallet is working well now. That was one of the things we had that happened. It didn't affect very many people, but we overpaid twice the whole repurchase wallet when we launched. That was one of the little glitches we had. I had an option. I could have shut the business down for probably a couple of hours. We could have wiped out everything and reloaded, but we didn't want to lose momentum. So what we did here, and I'll show you my purchase wallet. It happened to just a few founders. Some of us have a negative balance in our purchase wallet, and that's because we were grossly overpaid in ad packs. Because we repaid twice. We repaid from the very beginning with a bug we found in the system that we fixed like on the second day of launch. So we overpaid like the first day and the second day, all the way from the start of the business to current. So most of the people that joined after the third day, they didn't see this. So some of you got a lot of ad packs your first day, second day. So what we decided to do was allow people to keep the commissions, keep the ad packs, and I think it was only 40 something people that it affected, and many of them have already back in a positive. There's just a negative balance in the repurchase wallet, so you won't be, those people will not be getting any repurchased packages for until that gets back to positive. And then once it's positive, every time there's $2 in this account, it purchases an ad pack. So again, that only affected some of the founding members, and it only affected just founding members, and it was about 42 or 43 of us that actually ended up getting a negative balance there. And that, we figured that was the most fair way to do this. Allow people to keep the extra ad packs, keep the extra cash commission, and it'll just eventually work itself out over time in the repurchase wallet. So if you're one of those founding members, you see a negative there, that is why you got quite a few extra ad packs on the second and third day of launch. So anyhow, purchase from the purchase ad pack page here if you want it to be automated. And the repurchase wallet, every time there's $2 positive there, it buys a new ad pack, and that is also automated. You don't have to do anything with the repurchase wallet. You don't even have to log into it. There's nothing you can do with it. Advertising, pretty simple here. I just want to say one thing. We're in the process of trying to remove these two links. We only have 468 by 60 banners and text ads in the back office. There's 3 banners on each page, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top, and 8 text ads on the page in the back office that we display. And pretty self-explanatory how to do that. But we're going to move these. These were not supposed to be here, but our programmer put those there, and we're going to have them removed, because there is confusion. Some people are placing 125 by 125 banners, and we do not display those in the back office. So I've had to delete those as they show up. And the other thing that I want to remind people, because I see a lot of people, and I've approved them, because I don't want to remove people's ads that place unless they're just the wrong size or something that's inappropriate, and I have not seen anyone trying to promote something that's inappropriate yet. That just doesn't happen very often, but I do kind of watch and kind of see what people are putting out there. But a lot of people, and I see it in my other opportunities that I own, remember who the audience is here. We're displaying these ads to other Crypto Pros members. So you want to be, promoting programs other than Crypto Pros. A lot of members have joined, and then they immediately go over to the marketing page and they pull their Crypto Pros 468 banner here, and they come back over here under advertising, and they use their ad package to advertise Crypto Pros, and you're advertising Crypto Pros to other Crypto Pros members. That that's not going to do you any good. So and I really like ad package programs like we have. And the other thing that I want to kind of do a little training while we're here, this advertising is extremely, extremely good if you use it the right way. And what I mean by that is, as a marketer, you need to be building your list. I have on my personal list, and I've, probably over my career, I've probably generated tens of thousands of opt-ins, but right now I have, about 6,000 to 7,000 names on my personal list that I've, cleaned up over the time that I advertise and I email to. To tell you how valuable that is, if I join an opportunity and I mail all of my list, and it's something that's real inexpensive like Crypto Pros, I will get 40 to 50 paid members within 24 hours because I built that list, I email that list, and I know that those are good marketers. You need to be building a list, and it starts with name 1 and name 2 and name 3. And that's what these credits right here that you get with programs like Crypto Pros and Quimpressions 2, Infinity Traffic Boost, Sure Ads, ad feeds, those type of programs. You're not going to make a $100 sale direct here. You need to be getting people to a list or presenting some type of offer where people can opt in for free, and then you market the paid. So anything you put in here, try to remember you want to be getting people to a list. You want to get them to register either with if your program allows them to register for free and then pay, but get them on the list first and get them into your personal list, and then you market to that person to try to upgrade. Because as a marketer, you really need to begin building you a list. It will pay for itself 1,000-fold over time if you just do that and find you a good email platform, whether it's GetResponse or Aweber or Conversion Pros or whatever it may be. AIOP, get you a good mailing program that allows you to manually enter your names, and if you get an opt-in in any kind of business, put them on your list. They're yours. Same thing here, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Take them out, put them on your list because they are your referral, and build a relationship with them. Email them occasionally. Stay in contact with them. And again, that's the way you should be using your ads in this program and any program that you have. So enough about advertising. Let's see. Let's go to my team. You're down on my member list. Again, I just talked about when you get a referral, I highly recommend that you have some type of email platform. And again, this is you'll never see an opportunity that I own or iAdmin where you'll get the contact information of your downline, but you're always going to get the contact information of your direct referrals. So these are the direct referrals, people that signed up direct with my link. And so there's a way that you get that. So you go to the person and you right click on their name and you can copy their email address. And then you go over to whatever email client you have. Again, Aweber, GetResponse. I like GetResponse because it allows me to add up to 50 people per day. And then I just drop them in a list. And I may have a list called My Crypto Pros Direct Referrals. I put them in there. And I may or may not email that list for now. But at some point, I may decide to message that list about something. And the way you contact them is how you begin to build up that relationship. I may, when I do email that list, I may say, hey, Frank here, you registered with me in Crypto Pros, 8 months ago. There's this new opportunity I'd like to share with you. You start that relation. I tell them why they're on my list, the relationship that kind of connected us. And here's something I have to offer. And you'll be surprised how effective that kind of marketing can be. So anyhow, enough about that. So we have the PIF button here. I've had a few people message me and say, hey, I can't PIF someone. So here's the deal. You'll see this person. I know that this person just came in and they've got a pending coin payments right now. So if I click on this person to PIF them, it says, are you sure? And I'll say yes. And you'll say, whoa, wait a minute, Frank, this person has a pending transaction for an ad pack and cannot be PIF'd at this time. So what that means is this person has gone and clicked the coin payments button, and they have an open coin payments pending transaction right now. Now, they may or may not complete it. A lot of people, about half the people that click the button, never make the payment. But what I do is every 24 hours, if you have someone and you know the person and they've clicked the button and you're trying to PIF them and you don't want to wait until the next day, you can let me know, hey, Frank, username this, they have a pending transaction, I'm going to PIF them. Can you delete their pending transaction? Now, as long as they haven't made a payment and I'm waiting for a payment, as long as they just click the button and they're not going to send the money, as long as you know that, let me know and I can delete that, and then you'll be able to PIF them. But if you wait, every 24 hours, I go in and I clean up the pending transactions, and then that allows these people to be PIF'd the next time. So anyhow, that is how that button works. So let's see. I think that's about it here. I think the other thing that I can show you here, and if you're new, you may not have seen this. You know, the rest of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. You see their username, you see their name. You can right-click on this and pull out the email address from here, the date they registered, how many referrals each person has, and all these are, you know, some of these you can, you know, filter on. You know, I can filter on the registered date, the status, and all that. You see the status, and we have two statuses. There were several, but we've narrowed it down to two. We have active. An active status simply means they have logged into their back office. That's how we've defined active. And then we have new, never logged in. That means they have obviously they've registered and they've never logged into their back office. If someone has never logged into their back office, we've disabled the ability to PIF them. They're a free, new, never logged in member, and you can't even PIF them as their sponsor. And they will never appear on the PIF list. Only the people that have logged in, that are active. Let's see if we can get them back up here. So this person has logged in. The PIF button's there. I've showed you I can't PIF them because they have a pending. If I were to go delete that pending, then I could PIF this person, but I'm not going to delete their pending now because I don't know if they're going to make the payment or if they just click the button. I'll figure that out, you know, by tomorrow because, like I said, within 24 hours, they can't finish one anyway. It's about 12 hours or so at Coin Payments. Then they would have to start the process all over again. But I just wait until the next day when I know that everything is either timed out and there's no way that someone can come back and make the payment. And then I go delete the pending. But again, if you see someone and you have that issue and you know you want to PIF them and you know they're not going to make the payment, they just click the button, let me know, and I'll clear that for you. So that is your downline list. On your genealogy report, this is kind of two things. An ad pack, that's how many ad packs you have, how many ads you can make. And it's also, each one of these, each ad pack is a matrix position. And each one of these is an individual matrix position, meaning this matrix position right here, this was the very top one in the company. It has 7,535 positions in the 20 levels. Now we have more than that in the business as far as matrix positions. There's about 1,000 more positions in the business right now, but they're beyond my 20th level here. And I only started out with one ad pack, and you can see that's why I only have one number one here. And then my next one is 71 and 72. Through the repurchase wallet, you get more and more and more, and then you can always go back and purchase them if you want to anyway. And then you see how much earnings you've made on each position in 20 levels. So this earnings right here is how much matrix income each position that you own has made in its 20 levels. How many positions are in the 2x20? What level it's currently filling. So this position number one is filling level 11. That means the first 10 levels are completely full. This position number 71 is filling the 8th level, so the first 7 positions are completely full. So you can see each one of those. And then you can click on each one of these and have a drill down matrix of each position. So if I click on this one, you can see this is my position number 649, and it's got, you know, my position number 839 in it, and then another CPA 03. You can drill down into these and keep drilling into these as far as you want to go and see every one that's in there. So that's one of the things that's kind of unique about our business here is we have a really robust matrix view that allows you to drill down infinite levels until you get to the very bottom if you want to. I'm not going to drill down that far because it takes forever and the page just gets huge. So that is your ad packs. The PIF list. We have this little message up here that says no free members for PIF available at this time. The first members will become available starting December 11th. I honestly believe that that is, based on what I can see, if we have the oldest PIF eligible member in the system, if they don't upgrade or that person is not PIF'd by their sponsor, they should appear on this list if everything's working right. Again, we tested it, but now we're in a live environment. We have to wait 14 days to make sure it's working. I changed it to 24 hours in the test environment to test the PIF list, and then went through the whole system of PIFing at least a couple of dozen people in test mode, and all worked fine there. So, bear with us if things don't work perfectly when the list comes out. But it should, because it worked well in testing. So we'll find out early next week. But the first PIF eligible member by timestamp is right now is December the 10th, around 9 p.m. Eastern time. But again, that person could join and upgrade between now and then, and that person could be PIF'd by their sponsor. Just check back often. I really think, based on what I've seen and what I've heard, that members that populate on this list are probably going to disappear about as quick as they show up. And that's good. That means that this is a popular feature if that happens, and just check back often. And, the more people that we bring in, and we'll, once we get past the first of the year, we're going to, look at some other ways to ramp up registered members and get more people involved. Possibly even, driving some traffic to create some PIF eligible members. We'll talk about that if we want to do that or not. But that will not happen at least until we get through the holidays, because things really slow down here in a couple of weeks as we get into the Christmas and New Year season. But they tend to ramp up rapidly right after the holidays, and that's when we're going to start our webinars and our a little more robust marketing approach is after the holidays. So this is the PIF list. Again, bear with us next week as it begins to populate and we see how things go. I don't anticipate any issues, but again, there's only so much testing we could do on this in a test environment. And then marketing, self-explanatory. Account stats, pretty self-explanatory here. We'll go to this page. You will be able to see your sponsor appear, their username, and again, you'll see that their name is hyperlinked. If you right-click on your sponsor, this one actually is me, so it doesn't have a sponsor. It's the number, I have the top position in the business here, so there's no sponsor there. But in your back office, you'll be able to right-click on the name and again pull the email of your sponsor, so you can reach out to them and message them if you want to. Kind of explain a little bit about what this is right here. So the downline stats. So this first line is pretty self-explanatory. I have 94 paid members, 15 free direct referrals. This is really just a genealogy here. So my direct referrals combined have 118 paid and 44 free. Those 118 and 44 have 246 paid, 235, and then 4 generations down, 179, 211 free. This is just unilevel number of people 4 generations deep from you. Your direct referral is always on the first line. So the downline commissions here are pretty, this is kind of a little bit different than what we saw on the genealogy page. This is a combination of all of your positions. So say you have a total of 100 ad packs. And on all of those 100 ad packs have a first level. Well, the first level of all of your ad packs combined, there's only 2 people on the first level, so that number will eventually be one of the smallest. You have $24.94. So on the first level 1 income of all of my positions is $24.94. And my matching pay from level 1 is $94.56. And that goes down 20 levels deep. You will see all of your level 2 pay, your level 3 pay, and over time, the bottom levels will become your larger. As you remember, I'm building my 11 on my first position is my 11th level right now. So if you look down this, you'll see that the most matrix income that I have at the moment is level 10. And eventually that will be level 11 and 12 because the matrix gets wider as it gets deeper. And over time, if you keep building and your team keeps building, you're going to have more income coming in on these lower levels than you will the top. So then you can kind of see how you're building right here too. But this is a combination of all of your positions combined, and that's the income you've made from each one. So with that, I think I have talked long enough. 30 minutes is probably long enough, longer than most people are going to listen. So I doubt there's very many people still with me at this point. But I just want to do a little training here, and hopefully that kind of fills you in on where we're at right now. Again, take care. I'll be traveling some next week. I'll be in LA for 3 days and then back and taking some time off for the holidays. But I'll be around, and we're going to be, as we continue through this soft launch, we'll keep making a few enhancements along the way as we gear up for a full launch right after the first of the year. Take care, and if you're still with me, thank you. Hope you're having a great weekend out there, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.